you got to understand, in that, are you called to be a prayer warrior and an intercessor? Are you? If that's your vein. Everybody's not called it. If it's your vein, have you been sleeping on your own favor? Have you been sleeping on your own favor? You know, it's amazing because I'm learning that in some of these areas I really want to teach one day if I can really get the time to do it. But I'm going to tell you something, I'm really learning that a lot of God's people really don't know what favor is.
Hey, God.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm learning that a lot of people don't really know what favor is. No. Because we've not discovered how favor comes. Even though it's unmerited and given anyway, we understand that. But there's another type of favor that's given according to instructions and obedience too. In that area, most don't want to, quote unquote, tap into it. They only want to look at what we call the area of the unmerited favor that's given. See. But there's a secondary level of favor. And that is the one that's given according to obedience.
Yes, yes, that's it.
You see. That right was a choice. The first level of favor, he just give it spot on. You see? We have one or two more and then we're done. Have you, in the area of the word, that is your vein. You know what, I'm going to tell you something else. This is what I meant to say. This, I really want to always say this, and I really want everybody to understand this point. Do you know what I've realized? And this is where a lot of saints mess up at. We try to push our vein on each other. See what I mean by that? I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm saying. You ever heard someone will say this to you? They would say, or say in general, they would say, you know what, we might say something going on with the youth or something going on with the body of Christ or something going on with the world. We'll say, man, it's praying time. True, watch this. You ever heard someone say, you know what, but that thing that changed, we need to just worship and praise the Lord. Watch this. You ever heard the next person say, you know what, they need the word, man. Watch this. You heard the next person say, you know what, we need to fast and pray. Watch this. Do you know those are all veins? And everybody begin to think in their own individual vein and think the whole problem is going to be solved from their vein only. And I see it all the time. You know what? We just need to fast and pray. That's your vein. That's your part.
Right.
That's your portion. It's not solved only through your vein. And this is what we do. So and people are they're into, you know what? We need to get in that word. You know, they just need that word because they're a word person. The other person, they're always into praying. Everything is about prayer. To them, everything is about prayer. Everything is about praying about it. Everything, don't get me wrong, we do must pray about it. But I'm saying they think everything is about that. Because remember, that person can be all about prayer, but they're not all about obedience.
Yeah.
And then another person who's heavy on obedience, all the time, you know, they need to just obey God. Watch this. Obey God, praying, fasting and praying. Praise and worship. The other one might come on and say, need a Bible, do a Bible study on teaching. Watch this. With all of that, this is what you got to remember. What you got to remember is this. The number one thing with that is this. Is the fact that that area is important. And it is key, but it's not the only thing. And so what we have to understand is learn our vein and know how to stay within that parameter and allow other veins to complement. Because you know what happens when other veins connect? They form a body. And they flow to the heart. Watch this now. Because remember, all the veins must go through the body and the blood flow through. And the blood flow through the veins to go to the heart to make sure that everything is circulating correctly. That the body can function through the heart beating. And the heart beating is what? The heart of God. And it's his heart beating for his body. And the veins is all of us who is a portion of, a part of the body. And so when we're in our vein, what we do, we make sure the body function and make sure the heartbeat, which is the heartbeat of God, which is his passion for his people in the earth. So if you want to please God and please his heart, stay in your vein, be a part of the portion that you're supposed to play. You see? I had to learn this. I had to learn this. And I sit down and listen to people talk. And they make it seem like the only thing, how it's going to stop through what they say, I'm saying true and false. True and false. Your part is your part. And so this is what happens. So, you know, we need to go to the street. You don't go on the street. True, but that man not really called to do that. Don't try to pull him into that. You need to go to the street. That's your passion, your vein. Don't pull him into that, because he's going to be looked up out there.
Oh my God.
How you going?
You see the point? Don't try to pull him into the soup kitchen. They waste the soup all over the people's cars.
Oh God.
Throwing a biscuit on their plate. No passion with it, no compassion, because that's not their heart. And when it is, they'll have such compassion and know how to relate them, what to say, how to say it 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, the trees was great. Oh yeah.
You see? Do we know what to say? And how to say it? Why? Because that's a part of the vein. Which means, remember, part of the vein is what? Your character and who you are in that place.
Yes, that's it.
You see? You see? Yes. And that's the thing that's so important. So important. You know? So important. As we discover that, then we would realize what it is. What it is. You see? We will discover what it is. Then will we really know? Then will we really know? So everybody want their new season. Everybody want it. Discover your vein. Discover your passion. Then when you discover and find your season. So this is the question. Have you found or know how to find your new season? There's going to have to be some work in this thing. God's going to release, but there has to be some work. Yeah. Got to be some work. So we all say, I want my new season. I want my new season. I want my new season. Do we understand what it takes to get our new season? It takes understanding and discovering our passion and vein and operating in that accord. And when we do so, it will bring to our life the fullness of a new season being released over our life. Amen? Amen. You understand?